Welcome to Chess Hunters. Today we are going to be talking about the basics of chess. Chess is a classical game played throughout the centuries. Chess is played on an 8x8 board which has 64 squares. Each white and black start with 16 pieces. There are 6 different types of pieces which have special types of movement. We are going to be looking at each of these pieces in detail right now. The first piece we are going to be looking at is the pawn. The pawn is the weakest piece. The pawn can move either one step or two steps on their first move. But after that, the pawn can only move one step. The pawn moves forward, but it attacks only diagonally, like shown here. The pawn has another special ability. When the pawn reaches the opposite side, it can turn into one of the 4 pieces: the queen, the rook, the bishop, or the knight, as shown here. Next, we are going to be looking at the knight. Each player starts with 2 knights in the start of the game. The knight is the most confusing piece as it does not move in a definite direction. The knight moves 2 steps to one direction and then 1 step in the other direction. As you can look here, this knight can move to this spot as it moves upward and then towards the left. Similarly, this knight can move to this square as it moves from here leftward and then up. Similarly, this knight can also move by going leftward and down. Shown here, this knight can move 2 steps up and then right. It brings it here. It is a confusing piece, but can be learned while playing the game for a long time. The next piece is the bishop. The bishop can move in a diagonal to any square in that diagonal it wants. For example, this bishop can move to this square as shown here, or it can also move to this square. Similarly, this bishop can move to any square in this diagonal or this diagonal as shown here. One important characteristic of the bishop is that a dark square bishop can never go to a light square. For example, this bishop can never go to one of these white squares. Similarly, this dark square bishop can never go to any of these light squares. The next piece we are going to be looking at is the rook. The rook moves on a horizontal row or a vertical row. In this example, the white rook takes the black rook by moving on this horizontal vertical row. Then this black rook takes the white rook by moving on this horizontal row. The rook is one of the most important pieces, and the rook and the queen collectively are known as the major pieces. The next piece is the king. It is the most important piece on the board, as if it is trapped or mated in chess, the game is over. The king can move in any direction but only one step, as shown in this board. If you find this video interesting,
and useful. Please do subscribe to our channel and keep playing chess and have fun.